This is gonna be a no bullshit guide about how to get rich in 2025. I'm gonna give you guys actionable steps that you can take to achieve all your goals plus more. I did the same exact strategy, and I went from being a broke 17, 18-year-old doing pressure washing, waking up every single morning, not really liking what I do. And that was in 2023. And just 365 days later, I completely transformed my life. I live in Miami now. I do e-commerce for a full-time living, and I'm able to travel the world. This is Mexico. We spent 100K in 4 days. I know it sounds crazy, but it's completely achievable if you follow these steps in this video. I've also traveled the world, been to Dubai, China, a couple other countries. I was looking a couple days ago as well. On Chase alone, now Amex is my main kind of business spender, but this is just Chase alone. I spent $873,000 in just 2024. Now the majority of this is ad spend, but there's a lot of other categories here. It just comes to show how fast your life can change within 365 days, but all these days must be intentional. So we're gonna be going exactly into that. My goal for you in this video is to come out with an actionable plan for 2025 so you can achieve all your goals plus more. Now, this is the 3 pillars of success will really help me achieve all my goals in just 365 days. Now, all these pillars are very, very important. They're as important as each other. That's why this one's not smaller than another. They're all the same size because they're all very important, and you should take all these pillars very, very seriously. So starting with intention, what I mean by intention is that there must be intention around every action that you do. Being intentional helps when it's backed by purpose, and purpose is often what you want in life. And what you want in life comes from your goals. So we gotta figure out what kind of goals you want to achieve within 2025 and kind of go from there. Now, you must be intentional with your goals. Truly think about what you want to achieve this year. Now, it takes maybe a couple days to figure this out. It took me a week to figure out what I want to achieve in 2025, but sit down by yourself and deeply think what you want to achieve this year. And that's going to be, as truthful as possible. It's not going to be fake goals. It's going to be, what you really want to do. So once you find your goals, you got to crystallize your goals. And what I mean by crystallize your goals is actually break down your goals, because big goals such as making $1 million, we're going to go into this. Making $1 million is a very big goal. You don't even know where to start. That's why you got to start breaking down your goals from the top down and figuring out the daily tasks behind each goal. So we're going to take the example of, I want to make $1 million with e-com in 2025. This can be with any business model, but we're going to do e-com since I'm in e-com. Now, how am I going to make $1 million with e-com? I need to find knowledge. I need the knowledge to find and scale it to $1 million firstly. I also need to test a lot of products to find the winner to make $1 million. So breaking that even further down to the daily tasks, I need to take 1 product test every single day, because with 365 product tests, you should have a couple winners in there with trial and error, as well as you need to learn with education. So with a daily task, let's say you buy a course or a mentorship. For the course, there's videos inside there. You want to set a daily task to watching the product research videos and then learning product research. Then you want to switch to creatives, then testing, scaling, all that stuff. You want to break down your goals to daily tasks, if that makes sense. So once you break down all your goals, you're gonna have a bunch of different daily tasks that you need to achieve. And now you can create an intentional routine which has no distractions and is completely intentional towards your goals. So some of my goals personally is, being more healthy. Since last year, I kind of gave up a lot of my health goals to, succeed in business. So I want to get back to being very healthy. I want to grow my YouTube channel, and I also want to do pretty well numbers with e-commerce. I'm not going to say exactly, but yeah. So I created routines about what goals I want to achieve in 2025. Even before starting, this is December 29th. I'm still working towards my goals for next year, because the earlier start, the better. Now, I hit the gym, daily task. I record my YouTube video, another daily task. Now, these tasks are very intentional. So I'm not wasting any time. I don't have any distractions, you know. And let's go into distractions real quick. If you want to fast track your way to success like I did, you need to have no distractions. What I mean by this is everything that you do is intentional towards your goals. You cannot be going out on a daily basis. You cannot be just chilling with your friends on a daily basis. Of course, you can do these things, but during certain periods of your life, there shouldn't be balance because, you know, you're trying to fast track your life to success, and you need to be fully focused on this. You need to be very selfish with your time. So keep that in mind whenever you have an intentional routine. For the majority of it, you should be intentional, but of course, here and there, you can, you know, have some leisure time. Me personally, I don't do that because, you know, I really want to achieve my goals. I want to give myself the highest chance possible to, you know, hit these goals, but it's really on a person-to-person basis. And yeah, having very good intentionality is very important. This is the first pillar of success. The next one being guidance. Guidance is extremely important. You already have guidance now about your goals. We broke down the goals, we crystallized them into an intentional routine. Now it's time to get guidance to help you with those goals. So let's say making $1 million of e-commerce a goal, you need guidance around that. So if I didn't invest into mentors or courses, I really wouldn't be here today. Having someone beside you that has been through the exact struggles that you're dealing with is literally a cheat code. Now, this literally will speed up your process 100 times if you have someone beside you that already experienced all the troubles that you're currently going through. You know, let's say you're having problems scaling. You have someone literally you can ask that will help and guide you towards the right direction. Now, this is extremely helpful. This is kind of a cheat code. And I've personally had many mentors in my life, and I know people at a very high level, way higher level than me, doing a couple $100K a day, who are also investing in mentors that are doing better than them. So mentors is not just a beginner thing. This is throughout your whole journey in entrepreneurship and life, as well as investing in courses. I know courses are very flawed upon nowadays, but without courses and having this valuable information, it's very hard to succeed. It's going to take a lot of trial and error, and this is kind of fast tracking yourself through that. A good example of this is for myself. May 5th, 2023, you know, I was sitting in my mom's basement, basically, my parents' basement. I had this product page over here. It's called the Scrub Wizard Cleaning Brush. Now, if you know anything about e-commerce, this product page is probably trash. Scrub Wizard, are you kidding? Extremely gimmicky name. I don't know what I was really doing. This is kind of when I started e-commerce. And now just 1 year later, I'm hitting 50K days pretty consistently with one of my brands. So after this picture over here, I really invested a lot into courses and mentorships because I saw the results I was getting was not working out. So I had to change something. So after investing into many of these different things like mentors, courses, I got guided to 50K days because the people that were teaching me were doing 100K days. So of course they could give me their information to help them scale. And it was extremely helpful. It helped speed up my process. If I didn't invest into mentors, probably would have took me 2 years to hit a 50K day. So keep that in mind whenever you're needing guidance. Another example of this is actually one of my students, Johnny. Now, Johnny was pretty beginner when he came on boarded with us. Now, within a couple weeks, he was doing 50K a day. As you can see, October 16th to October 21st, he hit a 50K week, which is pretty crazy when you went from nearly zero to 50K weeks within a couple weeks. So guidance is extremely important, and it'll speed up your process really a lot. So keep that in mind when it comes to the pillar of guidance. Of course, having courses is important, but if you really want to hit the next level as soon as possible, mentors is probably one of the best things you can do. Now, the third pillar that I want to go into is actually output. Now, output is really important because without output, these two other pillars are basically useless. Now, it goes the same thing for the other pillars. If you don't have this one, these other two are useless. You need to have all three of these pillars locked in if you want to, achieve all your goals for 2025. So without daily inputs, you won't really achieve anything. You know, if you don't go to the gym daily, you won't gain muscle. Without daily practice, you won't be good at sports. And without daily repetition, you won't really be good at anything. So having good daily inputs is extremely important. That's why we created an intentional routine around our goals. So all you really had to do is put in the inputs and you will get outputs, if that makes sense. So that's why you need to stick to your plan no matter how much struggle you go through. That's extremely important. Like in business, you realize that kind of comes in waves. Now, instead of just tanking on these waves, like the down wave and up wave, you gotta learn how to surf the waves. And that comes through having daily outputs. And without daily outputs, there's no point in doing the rest of this video. So make sure you guys don't give up within a few weeks. You continue trial and error and you'll eventually hit your goal. I cannot stress this enough. So this is basically the 3 pillars of success that helped me achieve my goal in 2024. And now going to 2025, I'm reusing these pillars of success and I want to share them to you because I really want you guys to succeed. That's why I'm making this whole video. Now, if you guys need help with e-commerce, I'm not talking about any other business models, but e-commerce here. If you need help with that, I do have a community down below in the description as well. So if you want to learn one-to-one from me, it's also in the description. If you guys need help for the guidance part, I'll be there for you guys. But if not, it's all good. It doesn't really matter to me. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this video on how to get rich in 2025. I gave my raw inputs on how to actually achieve all your ambitions that you ever had. So yeah. If you guys really apply this knowledge, I know you will hit your goals in 2025. So I do hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to drop a subscribe button. At 10K subs, I'm gonna be releasing my $1 million case study on one of my brands. So if you guys wanna see that, drop a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.